Hello and welcome to your latest MathsWatch video. Today we're going to be looking at multiplication with decimals. So we're going to build on that work from the multiplication with whole numbers video. So we're going to look at this example to start with. So we've got 6.2 times 8.2 here. So the way that we tackle multiplication with decimals is like this. So what we're going to do is make both of these numbers whole numbers. So to do that, we're going to move the decimal point once to the right there to make that number 62, and we're going to move it once to the right here to make that number 82. So you will notice we've moved it once there and once there. So at the end we've got to move our decimal point back twice. So once we've done 62 times 82, our decimal point is going to go back to the left 2 times. So 62 times 82 we write out like this. So we do our units first. 2 times 2, which is 4. 6 times 2, which is 12. So that goes in there. And then we write our 0 here, because we're now going to be dealing with the tens. So 2 times 8 is 16. Carry your 1 across. 6 times 8 is 48. Add on your 1, and you get 49. So we've now got to add up each column. 4 add 0 is 4. 2 add 6 is 8. 1 add 9 is 10. So we carry our 1 over there. And then 4 add 1 is 5. So we've got 5,084. So we're now going to move our decimal point back twice. So we're going once, twice. So our final answer will be 50.84. And a good little check, you can do quite a good little check on this sort of question, because 6 times 8 you might know is 48. And 6.2 is only slightly bigger than 6. 8.2 is only slightly bigger than 8. So what that tells us is that our answer is not going to be that much higher than 48. And as you can see, 50.84 is not too much higher than 48. So you can do some quite nice little estimations here to check your answers on a lot of these decimal questions. If we look at the next one, so before we sort of go through the method of how to do this, one thing to realize is we're taking 5.5 here and we're multiplying it by a number that's lower than 1. So 0.52 is less than 1. So what that tells us straight away is that our answer has got to be lower than 5.5. Okay, so we're going to have a number that's definitely lower than 5.5. So that's an important thing to remember. If you take any number and multiply it by something that's lower, so something that's lower than 1, we're going to get something that's less than that number. So it's got to be 0 point something for your other number. Okay, so on this one, we do the same method again. So we move our decimal points once here, twice there. So at some point we've got to move it back 3 times. So what we've now got is 55 times 52, which we're going to write up here like this. So if we start with our units, 5 times 2 is 10. So you write your 0 there, carry your 1. Again, 5 times 2 is 10. Add on your 1, you get 11. And then we've got to deal with our tens. So we've now got to deal with our tens. So we've got to write our 0 here. 5 times 5 is 25. So we write our 5 in there. Carry your 2 across. Again, 5 times 5 is 25. Add on that 2 and you get 27. So now we've got to add up each of our columns. So we've got 0 add 0 there, which will give us 0. 5 add 1 here, which will give us 6. 7 add 1, which is 8. And then we've just got a 2 on its own here. So we've got 2,860. So we've now got to move our decimal point back 3 times. So we've got once, twice, 3 times. So we'll end up with an answer of 2.86 for this one. Okay, bit of estimation on this one then if you want to check your answer. Well, 5.5 times a half, so because that's quite close to a half there, that's 2.75. Half of 5.5 is 2.75. And as you can see, 2.86 is only a little bit higher than that. Okay, we'll look at one more example then before we I'll give you some questions to practice with. So this one we've got 0.98 times 0.79. So that will give it, I'll kind of explain how to do this. So we've got a decimal point here. So we're moving it twice. So that becomes 98. We're moving it twice here. So that becomes 79. So we're going to do 98 times 79 instead. And remember here, we've moved our decimal place 4 times. So we're going to do 98 times 79 like this. So if we look at our units first, 8 times 9 is 72. So we pop our 2 there, carry your 7 across. 9 times 9 is 81. If we add on that 7, we will get to 88. So we've got 882 for our units. We write our 0 here. 7 eighths are 56. So if we write our 6 here, carry your 5 across. 9 times 7 is 63. Add on your 5, and that will get you to 68. So now we've got to add up each of our columns again. So we've got 2 add 0, which is 2. 8 add 6, which is 14. Carry your 1 across. Then we've got 8 add 8, which is 16. Add on this 1, you get to 17. You've got to carry your 1 across again. And then we've got 6 add 1, which is 7. So we've got 7,742 there. So we've now got to move that decimal point back 4 times. So we've got once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. So we'll end up with 0.7742 on that particular one. Okay, so I'll give you 5 questions to practice with then. So if you pause your video, have a go and click play, and you will see the answers to these questions. Okay, and here are your answers to these questions. So hopefully you found that video useful. If you like the content I'm providing you, please feel free to subscribe. And I'm going to be uploading lots more videos throughout the year. And hopefully these will help you grasp the skills that you need to get your grade 4 or 5 on your GCSE Maths. So thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.